Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin tonight with tragic news from Karachi. A massive fire at the Gul Plaza shopping center on Ma Jinnah Road has claimed at least 21 lives, while dozens of people remain missing. Rescue teams have been working for more than 24 hours, battling deep-seated flames and smoldering debris as efforts continue to clear the rubble. Authorities say more than 70 people are still unaccounted for, and traffic restrictions remain in place around the area to facilitate emergency operations. Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah has announced compensation for the families of victims and pledged rehabilitation support for affected traders as investigations into the cause of the blaze continue. For more on this developing story, we go live to our correspondent in Karachi. Clara Bennett joins us now.
Chris, the situation here remains extremely challenging as firefighters continue cooling operations inside the damaged structure. Rescue officials say parts of the building are still unstable, slowing search efforts for those feared trapped beneath the debris. Families of missing persons have gathered near the site, anxiously awaiting updates as identification of victims continues. Authorities have assured that all resources are being deployed, and that accountability will be ensured once the cause of the fire is determined. Meanwhile, traders say the economic impact will be severe, with many shops completely destroyed.
Thank you, Clara, for that update from Karachi. Turning now to politics. National Assembly opposition leader Mahmood Khan Achakzai has addressed lawyers in Karachi, calling for what he described as a new Pakistan based on democracy, rule of law, and justice. Speaking at the Sindh High Court Bar Association, Achakzai urged citizens to support nationwide protest rallies and a strike planned for February 8th. He criticized the current system for failing to protect constitutional rights and raised concerns over accountability, including in the wake of the Gul Plaza fire. Other opposition leaders echoed similar concerns, alleging election irregularities and weakening state institutions, while stressing that planned protests should remain peaceful. Meanwhile, PTI chairman barrister Gohar Ali Khan says his party's participation in future meetings of the Judicial Commission of Pakistan will depend on whether consultations can be held with the party's incarcerated founder, Imran Khan. Access to Imran Khan has reportedly been suspended until February 8th. PTI recently skipped commission sessions that recommended the confirmation of 31 judges, citing concerns over constitutional amendments and the inability to consult their leader. Barrister Gohar reaffirmed PTI's desire to play a constructive role in judicial appointments and rejected claims that the appointment of the opposition leader in the National Assembly was influenced by other political figures. In defense news, a Pakistan Air Force contingent has arrived in Saudi Arabia to take part in the multinational aerial combat exercise Spears of Victory 2026, according to the Inter-Services Public Relations. The PAF unit, including F-16 Block 52 fighter jets and support crews, landed at King Abdulaziz Air Base. The exercise brings together air forces from Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, France, Italy, Greece, Qatar, Bahrain, Jordan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Officials say the drills aim to enhance interoperability, tactical proficiency, and coordination in complex aerial warfare environments. Internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump has said he no longer feels an obligation to think purely in terms of peace and global affairs after being overlooked for the Nobel Peace Prize. In a letter sent to Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre, Trump reiterated that the United States should prioritize its national interests. He also renewed his long-standing demand for control of Greenland, arguing that Denmark is unable to defend the territory from major global powers. Trump emphasized U.S. contributions to NATO while criticizing European allies and signaling a broader strategic focus beyond peace initiatives. In Europe, Spain is mourning one of its deadliest rail disasters in over a decade. At least 39 people have been killed and more than 120 injured after a high-speed train derailed and collided with another near Ademuz in the Córdoba region. The train, traveling from Malaga to Madrid, reportedly left the track on a straight, newly renovated section before striking an oncoming service. Spanish authorities have described the cause as extremely strange, as emergency crews continue rescue and recovery efforts. High-speed rail services on the route have been suspended, and officials warn the death toll could rise. And finally, in sports, the Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a major overhaul ahead of the 11th edition of the Pakistan Super League. The PCB is replacing the traditional draft system with a player auction model aimed at boosting competitiveness, transparency, and player earnings. Franchises will be allowed to retain up to 4 players, with several existing options such as right to match and mentor roles being abolished. The salary purse per team has been increased to $1.6 million. Faisalabad has been added as a venue, and PSL 11 is set to begin on March 26. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.